Hey, everybody, I'm John Granato. You can hear me mornings on ESPN 97.5 and 92.5. That's Josh Jordan. He is the editor of SportsMapHouston.com, and he also has a show Sunday mornings, Moneyline, where you can make money listening to him on ESPN 97.5 and 92.5. Hey, Josh, while Major League Baseball is in the grips of a lockout, the Astros are working. They're getting their front office, okay? Their front office people, their coaching staff. Espada is back. That's really Joe Espada is back. So there's a possibility after Dusty is done that Joe Espada could move in. And I think that's what a lot of people would like to see. We were worried that he might leave, and he's not leaving. Andrew Ball hired away from the Angels. Scott Powers from the Dodgers joining the Astros as assistant GMs. Are you surprised to see a significant overhaul of the front office in one off season?
Actually, I'm really not. The Astros have lost quite a few front office people to the Orioles recently. So they had some holes to fill. So it makes sense that they're going to hire some new people to fill those spots. And it makes sense that Click is going to get his own people in here. As you know, they have three assistant general managers now. They had Pete Patella, who was already there. He's been working as an assistant GM for a couple of years, but he's been in the Astros organization for over 10 years. So I wouldn't call him exactly a Click guy because he was there before Click. So it's smart for Click to get in some guys that are his guys that are going to have his back. You know, one of the guys that he hired, Andrew Ball, he worked with the Rays, so they know each other from that experience. And then the other thing, we were talking to Joel Blank the other day about how Daryl Morey, he really liked to pack his front office staff with a whole bunch of his guys, just in case maybe the front office and the coaching staff kind of had some disagreements. He knew that everybody in the front office were his guys and would have his back. So it makes sense that, maybe Click just wants to get a whole bunch of his guys in the front office. And then, everybody's going to have his back. He won't have to worry, if some kind of disagreement came between coaching and the front office guys.
What happens a lot when you're a really good organization is you lose people. I mean, they come and poach. Hey, look at the Orioles. They're trying to be, Houston Northeast. And I can't blame them. You want good people. You want smart people. You want people that know how to win. I've been surprised. And after we heard about what the Jeff Luhnow regime was like, it wasn't as surprising anymore. But Jeff Luhnow just kept losing guys and losing guys and losing guys. And you're like, they're not going to really better jobs. You would think if they move up in the industry, I get that. But they were moving to lateral jobs, and you're wondering, why is this happening? And I could certainly understand that. But it happens a lot in this organization that people are taking Astros employees, and Astros employees are willing to get out of here. I certainly, again, I understand the situation where you want to move up. But I can't understand why you would want to get out of here if you're not moving up in the business.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you want to wherever the money is, right? What's the money like? What's the title? You notice that for Click to be able to get these two, new guys to come over and Ball and Powers, he had to give them an assistant GM title, which is a bump up for those guys. And obviously the money's probably better too. So, I mean, I guess, sure, you'd like to stick with the Astros, but if you have a better opportunity to go somewhere else and the money's right, I can't blame him for that. But, as far as, poaching and worrying about that and having it stocked, it makes sense. If you have three assistant GMs, if you're another team looking at the Astros, how do you know which guy is the best guy to get? Which guy is the guy that's really the right-hand man? You may not know. And even if they grab that guy, you got two other assistant GMs. I also think it's interesting. The Astros have three hitting coaches now. They've also made some adjustments to the coaches. So, if they lost Cintron or something like that, they'd have two other hitting coaches. So I like what the Astros are doing. They're protecting themselves because this is going to keep happening. They're going to keep losing people.
Yeah. Well, and here's another thing. You mentioned the money. It came out last week that Forbes had Jim Crane ranked as the 21st richest out of 30. You wonder, he's not afraid to spend money on the field. I wonder what's going on in the front office, because they've lost a really lot of good people, whether or not, these people are getting poached because they're getting more money somewhere else. That's a real possibility. You mentioned that. Or they just want to get out of the organization because of the toxic organization that it was under Luhnow. I'm not sure what it's like under Click, but it's good to see James Click is able to get guys from the Dodgers, from the Angels in LA. Of course, I don't know about you, but I'd want to get out of LA as soon as possible if I was them. They make immediately more money because they don't have California taxes. And you know what? Who doesn't want to come to Texas as opposed to being in LA, right? Am I right?
Yeah, Andrew Ball and Scott Powers are doing the Joe Rogan thing. Everybody's moving from California to Texas. I mean, why not?
Yeah. Hey, listen, just go get all those people. California sucks. They'll come here in a minute. Let's go.